This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together.
Oh, here we go. Hi! Hey, good evening and welcome to another show of the Talk to Tongie show. And I'm your girl, Talk to Tongie. I am so excited. I'm just all over the place. Can you tell how excited I am? I really am very excited about this evening. I've got an amazing guest that's going to come on and tell us how he got here. And I've got an affinity to him because he's a very special guy. And he's teaching me some very special skills. But you know how we like to start the show. I want to thank everyone for allowing me to come in your ear gate, your eye gate, for being in your home and just hanging out with me for the next hour. But I've got some very special thank yous, and I promised the ladies and gentlemen that I was going to get it right. So, Sharma from Court, you made my birthday so very special. What you did for me, I swear to you, lady, I don't know how you did it, but you really did it, and I am grateful for you. I got my treadmill, man, and I'm going to run on that bad boy, too. So thank you, and thank you for your management for giving me a real good deal on that bad boy. Thank you very much. Also, Sharwina from Courts, with the pretty nails and the very kind smile. Thank you very much. You made me feel very special. You did. There's a Mervin that greeted me at the door. Thank you, Mervin from Courts. All of these amazing people. It's something about getting first class service. I love going in a place where people just make you feel like you're welcomed and you're not bothering them. They serve you with a smile from their soul, and that's how you guys made me feel. So when you start advertising with me, I'm going to tell everybody about you on this island. My shameless plug. Now, Alan, oh my goodness, where was Alan from? I can't read my handwriting. Hold on. Oh, here he is. You came and put the treadmill together. I didn't meet you, but my husband said some amazing things about you, Alan, and how kind you were. Thank you so very much. It works real well. I ran on it before the show. So thank you, sir. And I'm almost done. Miss Dorothy. Oh, my God. Miss Dorothy, I saw you in Megan J's, and you came up to me, and you were so very kind, and you said, I watch your shows. How cool is that? You made me feel very special, lady, and I told you I was going to call your name tonight, so thank you. I'm almost done. I swear to you I am. Brittany at Megan J. See, all of these stores are going to advertise with me, right? We've got some advertising packages, so stay tuned. You'll get to see them running on the on the commercial. So just pick out a package and dial a number, and there's a gentleman that'll take real good care of you. And last but certainly not least, Lisa and Malika. My God. You ladies over at Sukaraji, you blessed me like none other. There was a woman that was sitting there, and you could tell she was in a little distress. She was hungry, and you guys fed her. You beat me to it. Thank you so very much. Wow, I'm getting chill bumps here. I swear I'm not going to sweat or cry tonight, and I'm not going to, but for you guys to take it upon yourselves and do something so kind and so loving and so compassionate. You didn't know her from Adam, but you did that from your soul. Thank you. And when I ask Lisa says, I went and asked the chef, and the chef said, let's give her a dinner. How amazing is that? Thank you, Sukarachi. You got it right. All right. So I did everybody's thank you, right? I know my daughter's going to have a fit. You just wasted time. No, I didn't, lady. You got to take time to be kind to folk. How about that? Now, what does it mean when you have the world by a string. What does it mean when you have charted your course, you've written down the things that you believe that you're going to be doing in life, and life happens? And that's what happened to my next guest. He was just on the trajectory of doing his own thing, winning nationals and just showing out for St. Lucia. And then life happened. And now this incredible man had to not put away what he started to do, but to spread it and give it away to other folk. That is who I'm talking about. A man who has done incredible right here in this amazing country. He's none other than Mr. Sir Sean Arlain. Did I say that right?
You did.
Welcome to the show, man.
Well,
Thank you for being here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Are you really?
Yes, sir.
He said he really is. Sean, I love you. And I love how you just make things happen. For you to be able to take a person like me who have two left feet, man, I can dance. I really can't dance, but I think I can. And you teaching me this amazing sport of tennis. And you know my story. Little black girls like me from Mississippi, we wanted to go on the tennis court, but it just did not happen. Those courts were reserved for other folk, and we couldn't go. And now I get to go to the Kenneth Wrigley King's court, and it's in the heart of Castries. You know the story, right?
Right.
All right, here I go. How did you get here? I know you started at 10 years old. You knew at 10 years old that you wanted to play tennis?
I was actually a football player first. So, this is how it starts. I played football. I really liked football. Really love football.
Yeah.
But we had a game. I think we're playing as a under 14 team. And of course, mom, as usual, is super supportive, so she's always there. And she didn't like what she saw too much around football.
Sounds like me. What you doing to my baby?
So I got, the very next week, I got a racket put in my hand.
Are you serious?
Very next week. So I was looking at it like, what am I supposed to do?
So you're looking at this now. You're going to have to kind of juxtapose, move into a sport that you really didn't know about. You mentioned on the court that there was a man who would take all of the children, who would take the kids and instill in them the values of, I guess, tennis in and of itself. That's Mr. Wrigley, or they call it
he
Wrigley.
did basketball, yeah.
Oh, he did basketball. Tell me that story, and we're going to kind of jump around because I want our viewers to understand that, you know, that old adage, it takes a village. It really does take a village. It does, especially when you're rearing children to make certain that they don't get in their own way, all right? So tell us about Mr. Wrigley, please.
Wrigley King, he was a national basketball player. He was really good. But he, much like what I do now, he did back then, but for basketball.
Oh,
so
wow.
if where I grew up in the city was a very different place than it is now.
Okay.
He probably would have found a national player in some sport every 2 doors down.
Are you serious? Yep. And that's because someone took a standard and said, listen, we want you to play sports in lieu of, or why do you think every 2 doors down?
I think that was the culture back then where we played sports. So the neighborhood was all the kids come play, and Wrigley would knock on your door at 5 a.m.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah. If you had a boy of 8 or up or something, he'd be on that door knocking at 5 a.m. It's like, yeah, we got basketball, let's go.
Oh my God, he sounds like such an amazing man. Is that why the courts are named after him that we play in?
He was a national player. He really did put into his community, and I think it was a wonderful reward.
Wow.
It's just sad that we don't usually give people their flowers whilst they're with us.
Don't you dare make me cry, dude. Not tonight. I can hear my baby saying, Mama, don't you cry, don't you cry. I'm not crying, Tish. Not tonight. So let's go back a little bit, because you're doing something that he did, and we're going to talk about that. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but at the age of 10 now, you're playing, right?
Yeah, I just started playing.
You started playing, and who is guiding you like you do so many other children now?
I started with Coach Richard Arlain, and back then, the hotel was named Cunard Latok. So I started there. My cousin actually played before me, so I went with him.
Okay.
Mom sent me with him. Gus.
Okay.
I'll never forget Gus. So went over there, started playing, and it was really fun because of the introduction. So him and my cousin, one of the more established players was there. I had no idea who he was. First time I met him in my life.
Yeah.
His name was David Duboulay.
David Duboulay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Comes from a family of tennis players. They're big into tennis on the island.
Okay. You're not going to rush that on me, all
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I want to hear that story. So, would you stay tuned? We'll be right back. We're going to continue this conversation, and there's so many nuggets that I want you to get, all right? Stay tuned.
This is Talk to Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Talk to Tongie. We're going to do life together. This is Talk to Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Talk to Tongie. We're going to do life together. This is Talk to Tongie. Your girl, Dr. Tongie, you know, from the Talk to Tongie show. Are you ready to maximize your business exposure? Of course you are. Why not consider placing an ad right here with me on the Talk to Tongie show on DBS?
You want to avoid traffic? Avoid the stress of finding parking. The answer is the water taxi from Saluna Water Sports by Bay Gardens Beach Resorts to Pigeon Island Jazz Festival for only $50 EC or $20 US round trip per person. Contact us at 721-5098 to book your tickets. Jazz Festival in style.
Are you tired of dust and an unclean space? Look no further. At Fine Line Cleaning Services, we take care of you. From house cleaning, property management, power washing, landscaping, maintenance, and so much more. Contact us today at 758-486-3083 and allow us to put your mind at ease. At Fine Line Cleaning Services, your satisfaction, our sparkling success.
This is Talk to Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Talk to Tongie. We're going to do life together.
Hey, we're back. You should see this guy telling me what to do. I love him. I want to stop and thank Miss Arlette Richards. Thank you so very, very much for stopping by. Thank you for watching and really enjoying the show. I'm really enjoying you being here. I really, really am. And Miss Britt Bratt. Boy, I better get that right. Britt Bratt. Thank you so very much for hanging out. And it says, I'm happy you enjoyed your service at Massey Mega. That means y'all gonna advertise with me. Shameless plug. Thank you so very much. I'm just joshing with you. You can do it if you wanna. But thank you again for just hanging out. I'm having so much fun, and I get to talk to amazing people. And everywhere I go, I swear to you, I just live my life as if today was my last, and I just want to be remembered that I took time to make you understand that you matter. You really, really do. Like this man to my left that matters, Sir Sean Arlain. He should have told me the last name. I'm going to wear it out. Sean, again, welcome to the show. You were telling us about this amazing family that just dominated in tennis here. The family Buble?
Double.
Okay,
Yes.
there it is with that thick tongue. Now, did you emulate what you saw with this family, or?
No, well, actually, that first introduction was David actually coming on the court and hitting with me. I had no idea who he was or what, but he was kind enough to come on the court and hit some balls with me.
Okay.
And it just got from there. And it was funny because you fast forward a few years and we're now going to the same school.
Yeah.
So we both went SMT together, trained together.
Yeah.
Probably sat like side by side in class.
For sure.
Yeah. So it was a very nice experience. And why I mentioned them is because the Coca-Cola International, which is the only ITF tournament we had for about 40 years.
This is on the island.
This family
Wow.
sponsored
Okay.
this with Dublé's bottling for about 40 years.
Oh,
so it was
on.
for a tennis player on the island.
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola represented the one place where you would get international exposure no matter what. And you got
wow.
a chance to earn yourself
For sure.
world ranking junior points.
Yeah.
So it was the biggest biggest thing, yeah.
Big deal, right? And I'm excited about that because I'm thinking perhaps that would be me one day.
Oh, yeah.
At 35.
In the juniors, right?
In the juniors. Hey, all right. Don't be nice, dude. Be nice. So you're learning this sport and you're getting into it and it feels good, and mom took you away from football and put you in something that was safe. So talk, if you will, after that, and you're moving toward being a professional, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? I know, I skipped a lot.
Oh,
Yeah? We got an hour show, dude.
No.
But you're literally you're embracing now this new sport. You're getting into this new culture. What was the culture like for you playing tennis?
On island or overseas?
On island, and it's taking you from island to
we've
overseas.
been all over, yes.
Yeah. What was that like?
The structure it provided made things very different. Like I wasn't around like everybody else was. So it was between the training when I left training at La Talk to train with Gary Sweetnam at Windjama. It was very different. It was more competitive because now I'm training with David, Eve Simpson, Corey Raggy. And then from that to going off to college, and
For sure.
it's a very different atmosphere, I must say. I love the American sporting atmosphere.
You love
Colleges,
the American sport.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I think it's, as an athlete, second to none.
Now, all right. and shout out to America that has a culture that people can embrace. You said it's different. Do you not feel, and I don't like opinions because I know it's not fair to other folk when they're not able to say, well, that's not the truth. What is it that, I guess, make you say that they're different? It was more of what I really enjoyed. Are we not celebrated like that here?
Sport?
Yes.
You have it in pockets.
The
culture here, well, tennis, different here.
Okay.
But if you were to say cricket or football, oh yes.
All right, now, guys, you can come to the show, okay? Don't let him do this to us. No, I'm joshing. So, the difference that you've seen, because you've lived it, what's the difference?
It's just a love of your thing, and
Okay.
cricket is Caribbean. It's just ours. So you'll always find that love for cricket is special.
It's special.
Yeah.
Okay.
And football being the world's game.
Yeah.
So it was a bit different. But over there, tennis was
It's
the
everything
one of-
over there,
yeah.
absolutely. So much
You
so
know.
that they made a movie about it, right? So did you have an opportunity to see people like oh, God bless his soul, Arthur Ashe? Were you ever like growing and knowing who he is or what he did for the world of the sport of tennis?
I did. I also read his book.
Yeah?
I never got to see him play, obviously.
For sure.
But I got to read his book. It was insightful.
Okay.
Some chapters in there told of a different life, dealing with certain things, and it's just really cool. But as far as the pros go, the highest I ever got to play against was Ronald Agenor, and he was like top 30 ATP. We played against him in Haiti.
Are
in
you
his home.
serious?
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh,
It was-
I'm getting
it was loud,
chill
it
bumps
was-
because that we need to hear those stories. People, especially our little girls and boys and ancillary babies that came, right?
I can't wait to get further. Yeah, can't wait to
We'll
get that
get to
part.
that. But you had an opportunity to go around the world, man, doing what you really love to do. So you'd wake up tennis and go to bed tennis and
You eat, you sleep.
Yeah.
It's just tennis.
tennis. So did you ever think, because we've got this thing, right, that tennis is an elitist game? Shame on us for thinking that. That's what kept me off the tennis court. Did you ever think that maybe they're right, tennis is an elitist game?
I didn't get that feeling here. Growing up here, it was different. Growing up here, the introduction to tennis and a lot of what was around it, the people that I met were very welcoming. So
Okay.
I really can't push that button.
Okay.
And growing up in the islands, we all black, white, orange, green. We're kids. We just hang
I
together.
know, right?
So
I
it was
know.
a bit different. But going over,
You saw a
the rest of the
whole
world
other-
said, yeah.
You saw a whole other story, right?
Yeah,
So-
that was different.
getting there, getting to that ranking that you were at that time, did the competition start to kind of get to you? Were you ever feeling like, I don't know if I'm ready for this? Did you ever feel like you weren't ready for it?
No, because I was always chasing. I think one of the assets for me was that I always loved the challenge.
Yeah.
So if it was like, hey, this guy's ranked like 6th in the nation, I'd be like, oh really? Let's find out if he's really.
Is that
go
why
have
you
people-
got my arms hurting and I thought I had lupus? Jesus. This man got me doing 350 balls, guys. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
man.
I said, oh my God. I started thinking like a physician. I got to go get my CBC done, man. My arms hurt. My husband kept saying, baby, it's just because you're hitting 350 balls. I'm like, dude, I went to med school. You don't know what you're talking.
That was funny this morning.
Not funny at all. Thank you, Julian, that I can move my arms now. But so you're looking at the sport now, and it's totally different, right? And you've got a love for it like no other. So what do you say to people back home that are saying, how's it going, man? Is it all that is wrapped up to be? What do you say to people?
I really loved it, and what I do now, especially with the Sandals Foundation.
We're going to get to that. There you
oh,
go.
man,
Trying to rush. There you go. We ain't
Hey.
rushing that because Sandals Foundation, shout out to you.
A big
You're
one.
doing some amazing
Yes.
things. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back and get into how he got here now. And then we'll talk about the Sandals Foundation. Stay tuned. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together.
Are you tired of dust and an unclean space? Look no further. At Fine Line Cleaning Services, we take care of you. From house cleaning, property management, power washing, landscaping, maintenance, and so much more. Contact us today at 758-486-3083 and allow us to put your mind at ease. At Fine Line Cleaning Services, your satisfaction, our sparkling success.
Hey, it's your girl, Dr. Tongie. You know, from the Talk to Tongie show. Are you ready to maximize your business exposure? Of course you are. Why not consider placing an ad right here with me on the Talk to Tongie show on DBS?
You want to avoid traffic? Avoid the stress of finding parking? The answer is the water taxi from Saloon Water Sports by Bay Gardens Beach Resorts to Pigeon Island Jazz Festival for only $50 EC or $20 US round trip per person. Contact us at 721-5098 to book your tickets. Jazz Festival in style.
This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly.
Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to.
I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together.
And we're back, and I am so happy that you stayed around. Thank you so very much. I know, right? I got to tell you, you are making my dreams come true. You really are. I'm your friend, Tongie. You may know me in the streets as Dr. Tongie, and this is the Talk to Tongie show, where I literally get to go into the communities and highlight you. So if you're doing something, all right, we need to hear about it. Just drop us a line or two on all social media. We're at Talk to Tongie, and let us know who you are, or reach out to my executive producer, Mr. Williams. I love saying that. And he'll get your information and get an interview to you. So our phone lines are open for those who want to call in and express, you know, who you are and what you're doing, and you know, all that good stuff, so we can celebrate you. The number here is 451-9788. Again, 451-9788. And I've got a little thing called WhatsApp, and I really do get those numbers. I really do. It's 470-534-2216. Miss Brittany from Mega J's. I told you I got you. Your kindness, lady. It was what I'm used to, and I really, really appreciate you. And others like Christine Cullen that sent me a very special hey. Thank you so very much. I do love you so very much. And countless others that didn't leave the names. I got your message though. So again, we're here with Sir Sean Arlain. Got it? And he's going to tell us how he got from there to here, because you're now a professional tennis player and you're doing these things, right? And then life happens. What happened to get you back here so that you can start sharing what you love with the people? Something happened in your career.
Injuries happen.
Ouch, come on. We got to talk about it, dude. And like I said, if you don't want to talk about it, just hit me on my hand and tell me, go on, lady. I'm not talking to you about that.
Injuries happened. I think it's
Injuries
the story of a lot of athletes.
Absolutely.
Things are going well. You're looking at down the road, and that you get a bump in the road.
Absolutely. Now, you have something like that happen, and because I'm always talking on the other show that I do about life and how what we have to do, these principles that I live by that really move you out of your own way. What happened, what injury happened that made you say, okay, I can't keep doing this. I've got to do something different?
Wrist injuries.
Wrist.
I tore up both of them. To the point where up to this day I still can't hit the ball the way I used to.
Man, come on. I'm not trying to be funny, but dude, you know, if we had one of those things that like tell you how fast you're hitting the ball, dude, you can hit a ball. I don't know what you're talking, but
I can hit it, but
Yeah.
not like I used to.
So you're at the prime, and then it happened. How?
I don't know. We were playing. I was playing a lot. So I played one for the university. I was also playing Davis Cup for St. Lucia.
Wow.
And we went off to somewhere, but I've been playing a lot. So I'm playing one for the university. So it means playing number one singles and number one doubles, and then playing for your country and playing everything in between.
For sure.
Because I love basketball too, so I was playing. So it happened. I came back home. I actually applied for a job at the hospital because my major was biology.
You and Miss Cecilia, I love you, Miss Cecilia. She got a biology degree, right? Wow.
So I got back here and my friend goes, come see me at the hotel at Sandals.
Oh,
and it's
come
Latok,
on.
so this is where I grew up. So I'm like, yeah, I'll come see you.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was setting me up.
When God has his hand on your life, he will catch you at the inopportune moments. What we think is inopportune, but it was a setup.
It was a setup.
It was.
Shout out to Jonathan Jean-Baptiste, by the way. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you, John.
So I went to see Johnny, and I was greeted by HR assistant. She goes, here's your application. Just fill this out. And I'm looking at her like, I'm not here for a job. 5 minutes later, I didn't get greeted by Johnny. I got greeted by the assistant hotel manager.
Oh, come on.
I'll never forget Mr. Brown. He goes, ready to go? So that's how that happened.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and they needed a pro. So Johnny called me and was like, come visit, because he said he knew that if he told me what it was for,
you weren't going to do
I
it.
wasn't going to come.
So, all right, I got the chill bumps here. So you go in for one thing, right? What you thought was one thing, right? And now they're offering you an opportunity to teach?
Yes.
Wow.
And there we have the start of my relationship with Sandals.
Oh my gosh. See, sometimes we just got to say yes to life, no matter what it looked like. You know what I mean? And I'm one who have gone through some challenges, but I do know that if you fall 7 times, you get up 8, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. So your wrists are blown. Your mindset is what?
Mush.
Okay.
So we were like, you don't know, because it was like, my dream just got taken away.
Oh, come on.
So it was, the fallback plan was obviously school and whatnot, but it was just like, I really wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I was getting there, so.
Did you, and again, we're dealing with honesty, openness, and sincerity. You don't have to answer. Was there ever a time where you were depressed?
Yeah. There's no question there.
Most people would have said, oh, no, honey, I wasn't depressed.
No, it was tough to deal with, because my whole life to that point had been, I'm going there.
Jeez.
And if I'm the first one to get there, fine, but I'm going there.
Wow.
And
wow.
So it was tough in the beginning. Of course, I wear it well, so nobody knew.
Wow.
And getting the opposite was like, teaching is like torture, because now I have to be in it, but I can't really be in it.
Don't you dare do that.
Yeah. It was like I'm still in tennis.
I got you. Yeah,
but I'm not in where I want to be in the part of tennis.
Where you want to be.
Right.
So how do you handle that, Sean? How do you seriously, because those were a million broken pieces. Yeah? But you're given the opportunity now to teach.
What saved it is exactly what I do now. They at the time allowed me to teach kids.
Oh my gosh.
So that was saving grace, and be like, okay, at least I can groom some.
Yeah. So now you're in there, you're rolling up your sleeves, you're about to teach the children. You've got this amazing opportunity with Sandals. And now you see the politics of tennis.
That's the other side.
Aye. And we won't go too deep because I want to stay on the air. But you got to see these systems, and they've erected themselves up.
Wasn't in it quite yet, because I was still in the hotel system.
Ah.
So I wasn't out there yet.
You weren't out there yet.
Yeah, but we with Sandals, I had such a long relationship. Even when I was a player,
Yeah.
it was one of the few places they actually allowed me to use the gym, even when I was in college.
Wow.
Flights to and from school. So I've had a very long,
Yeah.
and I can't say enough.
Yeah.
What they've done for me.
Sandals.
Yes.
Wow.
Sandals Resorts and now
Sandals
Foundation.
Foundation.
So it was just so
Yeah.
like looking back
Yeah.
on it now.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like they've done everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't say enough about, and you said it best when you were talking about Mr. Wrigley, we don't say enough about people who literally have done some amazing things. So we're going to take just a moment to say thank you, Sandals, really. I've only been here for a little while, but I have heard so many amazing things that you do, your foundation do, and your love for people, your love for the community. So my hat's off to you for making life so easy for a lot of people. Thank you very, very much. Now, let's juxtapose into the children. You get to teach children, right? And you're still at Sandals. Where do you make the leap now to go back into that court, that place in Castry that I get to come
yes.
to? What does that look like?
Well, it was a change, and I went
Yeah.
somewhere else, and the opportunity came. So I actually sent in a proposal
Okay.
to our rep at the time, who's now the rep again
Okay.
for Castry Central, Richard Frederick.
Okay.
So I sent in a proposal, and I'll be very honest, I didn't expect to get a reply.
Wait, hold up, time out. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm serious.
You did something that you didn't get it. You didn't expect.
I didn't expect.
I
but
I don't find that.
I'll be very honest. I didn't expect to
Really?
get a reply, but he did. He did respond, and I got called in, and we spoke. I
Yeah.
showed him exactly what the plan was, and fast forward, the courts were surfaced
Wow.
for tennis, and we started with primary school tennis. So I started with Methodist and the Anglican primary.
Wow. Now, when you say you started with him, you got to help me. For those who don't know what this man does, I'm telling you, my deltoids hurt. 350 balls, baby. What do you do with the schools?
So the schools program, as you mentioned earlier, people regard tennis as an elite sport, and a lot of people can't afford it or whatever. So what we've done is we've made tennis free for those primary schoolers.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. So I started with 2.
Yeah.
So and it's gone really well over the years, to say the least. We've had some big sponsors step in. I actually started with Subway.
Come on.
Yeah, Subway was
What?
the very, very first to step in.
Yeah.
So I still love their sandwiches. So
I had
I'm always
2
go
the
there.
other day.
So they stepped in. They bought us our first set of rackets.
Oh, wow.
That kitty size rackets.
Yeah.
So you could use rackets and balls and all that stuff.
How did they
And
know? How did they find out about you?
I sent a proposal. I was actually teaching. I think 2 of the kids were family members, and they said to me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm doing this I'm trying to do this with the schools." And they go, "Send us something."
Oh, come on.
I'm like, "You serious?" They're like, "Yeah, send us something."
All right,
And
so, not to cut you off, because my daughter already said, don't you cut him off. All right, I'm not cutting him off, but I got to make this little impute right here. When you have an idea, when you have a vision, when you have a dream, especially when it calls for serving other folk, God will always send the finances. He'll always send the resources. He will. That's just what he does. So Subway steps up. They buy you little kitty rackets, right?
Yeah.
And now you're teaching on a larger scale.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So 2 schools start. You start with 2 schools.
Started with 2.
And now where are you?
When they stepped in, we kept the 2 for a couple of years, and then it was Lime.
Yeah.
Lime stepped in. We went to 4. A couple of years later. So now we're looking at we're averaging about 200 kids for the year.
Whoa, Nelly! So
So
this is amazing.
Yeah, we were introducing kids to the sport,
Wow.
this same time I think it was Danny and Nessie. I'll never forget. Well, those two are the original two. So Nessie I'll never forget because he's from Deriso Miku.
Okay.
Lefty. And I have to mention him because it kind of started with Danny and Nessie.
Uh-huh.
And now a couple weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
just to come full circle because it's many years later,
Uh-huh.
Nessie was here with his wife, his son,
Oh, come on.
and
what?
just informed the old coach that wife is with +1.
Congratulations.
So
Whoa, Nelly.
so that's the full circle. So he was one of the originals, him, Nessie, Danny. He didn't think he may have gotten a scholarship
Okay.
and worked with them. And Nessie went to the U.S., Danny went to England. So that's where that started with these guys. And for me, it was like, okay, well, maybe you could do it with more kids. So there was the academy part, which
Yeah.
was kids that play tournaments, whatever.
Okay.
And the schools part was folks who wouldn't have the opportunity otherwise because they couldn't afford it. So we did it. We were doing that.
Wow.
And Sandals Foundation,
Yeah.
one of their employees was out there. And
Oh, I love
I'm
this
going to say
story.
it this way. So we were teaching Anglican school.
Yeah.
She came because she wanted her kids to get involved in tennis.
Okay.
And I guess she saw all the kids. And that day I had about 70 kids on
Oh
court.
my gosh. 70 kids at one time.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we because of the large groups, we can get them in only at a certain time. So we try to
Gotcha.
get as many as we can.
Gotcha.
And I remember one time she came by and she's just asking me these questions. I have no idea who she works for.
Yeah.
So, and she says, "This is what you're doing."
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You need to send me something."
I absolutely love it.
And so, so I asked the question. She said, Sandals Foundation.
Uh-huh.
And now that I'm telling the story, I have to say, Rhonda, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rhonda.
You started something really special, and a lot of kids, well, thousands of kids have benefited from you actually looking out for these opportunities and helping communities and kids. In combination, of course, she was working for the Sandals Foundation.
The Sandals Foundation,
So,
absolutely.
yeah,
I love it. I absolutely
never
love
forget.
it. All right, don't forget, you can text me on the show, 470-534-2216, and I am reading text live, all right? Okay, and make sure you put your name there so I can shout out your name. Rhonda, thank you so very much, but because of you doing what you did for this young man, yeah, I was able to introduce at least 89 children or something like that, from ancillary to tennis. What was that like for you when, we were just kind of talking about it, and I'm telling you about this school that I got a chance to go and take cupcakes to. You were so beautiful, and in your response. Had you ever wanted to do something in that area before, or was it always up here, kind of central?
No, I think that we do a lot better if we can spread it all around. I think the plethora of talent all over the place.
Absolutely.
If we can get them all together,
Yeah.
I think that we can have something very special, and you never know what will come out of it.
Absolutely.
I'm of the view that if we do it right, we can have a lot of kids go off on scholarship. So the icing on the cake is always to get a pro.
Okay.
That's the icing on the cake.
That's the icing on the
But
cake.
what you want your average level to be is that kids that can just go play anywhere.
Oh, wow.
So if they can go play anywhere, then schools are more likely to try to pull them in.
Absolutely.
And then at the very least, you have a young man or a young woman who's got their degree.
Yep.
And they can still play tennis.
Uh-huh.
But you have great contributors to society.
Absolutely.
And you start to change the face of neighborhoods.
Wow.
Because now it's not, it's just so-and-so. It's like they went off to school. They see things differently.
Absolutely.
They've seen somewhere else.
You're giving me these chill bumps, dude. Shout out to Fabian, who is watching. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I love you so much. I really, really do. Thank you. Your support here on the show is much felt. So thank you. Now, you've trained some folk to leave the island that are doing some amazing things in amazing countries. Would you talk on the young women that you've trained?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
this morning, I said to Mrs. Edmond, she really knows how to make me smile, because the picture that she sent was of Aviona Edmond, who's a former 18 and under #1 here. Aviona Edmond.
We
Yes.
got to give you your shout out, lady. Thank you so much for listening to your coach, for showing up when you didn't want to show up. Thank you. Now you get to travel the world.
So Aviona is now in Milan, playing tennis with her team.
Are you serious?
So she said they went through they took the bus, I guess, from Bulgaria. So she went from Bulgaria, Serbia, Croatia.
Are you serious?
Now they're in Milan. So
wow.
And it was just a few days ago she sent some videos of her training over there.
Yeah.
So there's that, and it was just like, I told her mom thanks, because it was like, it's just so great to see them on the other side, and
absolutely
she's with a team, and it's a whole new
Yeah,
so that's just one of the things that I love. It's like, okay, you can see them succeeding, and it's not just on the tennis court, it's also in the classroom.
Absolutely.
Because Avi is I think she's doing medicine.
Oh, come on.
So she's all the way over in Bulgaria.
Yeah,
and now she's,
man.
so
come on.
they're all going to be here this summer.
Yeah.
They've already, so it's going to be fun.
How does that make you feel as a player, right? A teacher, now a coach. How does that make you feel to know that you were able to impart that kind of experience, that kind of wisdom, because it's wisdom what you do, into little people, and then they grow up to be big people and they're listening. How does that make you feel as a coach, as a teacher, as a pro?
It's a great feeling, but
Yeah.
from me, it's a little bit different for me, because I get myself in trouble because I'll count the losses more than I'll count the wins.
Oh, come on, Sir
So-
Sean. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is the glass? Half full or empty? What? So why are you so hard on yourself like that?
Because I want them all to get through. I don't ever want it to be where, you know how people say like some of them slip through the cracks?
Come on.
I hate that. I don't think there should be a crack.
Wow.
So
Wow.
they all got to get through, because that's the whole purpose of doing what we do, is to get them from A to B. And when that doesn't happen, it's like
Yeah. About
So-
like me when I'm screaming, when I miss
on
a
the tennis
ball.
court, yeah.
My God, where did I get that from? So how do you engage a parent or parents into this sport when you said it yourself, cricket is what we do over here?
Yeah.
How do you convince a parent that I saw a skill set in your child, in your son or daughter, and they really got something? What does that look like?
I mean, I speak to them. I haven't had a parents meeting in a while, actually. But speak to them and say, look, so-and-so is really talented.
Yeah.
And I think that they can go here.
Right.
Some will tell you,
Yeah,
Others
yeah.
be like, really? Really? So, Ms. Belrose, I'm putting you on the spot now.
You heard it, Miss Belrose.
So, Georgine Belrose was one of the kids that I trained a few years ago.
Okay.
And I said to her mom, because her mom was the MP. She was also the PS of sports at the time, actually. She wasn't in politics. And I said to her, I was like, Georgine's really good. Like, Georgine only hits with the boys. She that good.
Wow.
2 issues. Mom's like, more academic. And Georgine doesn't think she's that good, so she doesn't want to compete.
Oh, okay.
So we fast forward to Georgine's going to school in the U.S.
Yeah.
And I said to her, did you take your racket by any chance? And she goes, yeah, I'm going to go hit with my friend on the weekend.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go hit? She goes, on the school course. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I love
So I
it.
Coach, what's going on? Does the school's coach walk by? She goes, I think so.
Oh, wow.
If he sees you,
Yeah.
she goes, no, I don't think so. I was like, okay. But if he sees you, you're going to be playing on that team.
Oh, boy.
Fast forward 2 weeks, she calls back.
I love
You
this
jinxed
story.
me. I'm like, I jinxed you? What did I do?
Yeah,
She goes,
yeah.
the coach walked by. I saw him and he came back and he's like, why aren't you on my team?
Are you serious?
So here's the end to this story.
Yeah.
I saw her mom,
Yeah.
and her mom says to me, "You know, they sent me a 6-foot poster. They won the championship that they hadn't won in 50 years."
Oh, come on.
And I'm like, So you think she's good now?
Love it.
So that's one for the ages.
Oh my
That
gosh.
just, when you hear it, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Don't forget our number. Our lines are open. This guy is dropping some wisdom and some knowledge, man. 451-9788. We've got a few more minutes. 470-534-2216 if you want to talk to me off the air or on air. Fabian says he will never stop watching. You better shut your mouth and hold yourself. Thank you so very much, Fabian. I'm truly grateful that you are here. 470-9788 to get in online or speak to this amazing gentleman who's changing the face of tennis. You're laying down some new laws, man, and you got me believing it. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I believe that I can fly when I'm hitting that ball. So what do you say if someone really does, about my age or maybe a little older, says, I think I want to try that, but I don't know if I can even swing, or how do you convince someone to just come on the court and try it?
Oh, I don't have to convince. Tennis is known as a sport for life. So we are always going to have people, and a lot of people know how much fun it is, or they'll come try it out.
Yeah.
And they never leave.
They never leave.
They never leave. And we're going to be working to make sure that keeps happening.
Yeah.
As I said, the ladies started back tonight.
Listen to this, ladies. Listen to this.
Right.
All right?
So we used to do a ladies' night.
Yeah.
And now we want to take it to the next level. We want to actually have a ladies' league. So the original 3 came back tonight. They hit some. It was fun.
Please let me play, please. Please let me play.
So we do have a lot of interest in it. So
that is cool.
We're gonna get that going again, because I really think without the women's division, the junior girls would suffer. So once that kicks in, and then the girls, because you always have someone in front of you that you can look at and go, okay, yeah, I wanna be that. So we're really looking forward to it. Yeah.
So you're teaching children, you're motivating yourself, encouraging yourself, you're opening doors for people, little babies that have never thought it was possible to come on a court. And now you got, I won't say old ladies, I'll just say seasoned women. Now you got us, man. How do you keep up with everything that you're doing?
I like being busy.
Okay.
I really love and if I'm on the court, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So
I can believe that.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that. I do.
So being there and doing that, and we're just, the kids are coming in, and I get to see them grow up.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm short, and they come in at like 4 feet tall, and now I got some of the boys coming in at 6'5", and it's like, hey, coach, and I look up and go, how about you just get away from me?
You're so funny.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
I know you are.
They just did it to me just recently.
Oh my gosh.
Konstantin is from Finland.
Jamon
Luisi he's St. Lucian. They both came in like a few weeks apart.
Yeah.
And Jamon is a former top 10 Kotek player.
Wow.
College player. He walked in and he's 6'6", and I'm like, when you came here, you're like 5 feet tall, and now you're a university graduate. Aeronautical engineering.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he's 6'6", and I'm just like, go away. But the love part is they love their time.
Okay.
So when they come home, they always come back. They still talk. They're probably buzzing now.
Yeah.
And it's just really nice when they keep jumping in and coming back, and just like, because they'll come in and look at the kids that are coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the biggest thing I got was, coach, you getting soft.
What's that mean?
I coach a lot more girls now, so they're telling me, you're nice, you're getting soft. You're not as.
Yeah.
Yeah. So But that's it.
Oh my gosh. So what do you want to see, man? I mean, you're doing it, you're writing your own ticket. You really are. You're making dreams come true. You're allowing people to grow and to flourish. And I'm talking about myself. I'm so sorry. What do you want St. Lucia to do now that they've been well versed into who you are and what you've done and your why? What do you want them to do now that they've been armed with the information?
I want to see more kids go. And
Okay.
as much as I love tennis, not just tennis.
Okay.
I just want to see us do more with sport,
Yeah.
because I think that even with sports tourism, we have a massive opportunity, and we need to take advantage of it, especially the talent that lives here. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention, when I say the talent we have here, if I don't mention people like Laverne Spencer
Okay.
and Darren Sammy, and right now the young lady who is just taking over the sprint world,
Ah.
Julian Alfred. Like,
Yeah, man.
you know,
I saw a billboard with her, and I was like, that's who Sean was talking about. I'm thinking that on my way up to play tennis today.
we really have an opportunity to do so much.
Wow.
I hope we do it.
Absolutely.
So
whose ears need to hear that? Because this show is going to be just shared with so many people, right? You guys that are watching, you're going to share. Fabian, who want to play tennis now. What now? How do you get that out to literally tell people this is what we need to see? Whose ears do these need to be in?
Well, for me now, I just, post-COVID,
Okay.
we just sent in something to our tennis association to
We have a tennis association.
we have got a tennis association. So I said,
Okay.
I sent something in and I said, look, we've seen what's happened. I think it's time we sort of get together for the kids' sake and push this to the absolute top. So that's that. There's
Okay.
the ministry. Government has changed. We got a new minister of sports. You know,
Yeah.
I see them making some changes.
You see that now?
Yeah, even with the social media stuff, we've seen
Okay.
some more things going on. I just hope that we take the opportunity and take it all the way. So with that sport, but I think we have a massive opportunity. I think saying to cold weather countries or teams and like, hey, you know what? How about you come St. Lucia and set up, you know,
Oh,
in your
wow.
off season, because our weather is just beautiful.
Oh my
all year round.
God! Are you
come
part
here.
of the tourism coalition or whatever
Yeah.
it is that we call it?
I'm part
you
of
could be a
the-
spokesperson for that.
I'm part of the Proud St. Lucian Coalition. I love my
St.
home.
Lucian.
I love my home, and I think that we've got to do more. And we shouldn't be waiting for someone to come do it for us.
Yeah.
We got to push it ourselves.
Oh my God. I think that is one of the reasons why, seriously, I fell in love with this country. So, because you guys, well, I'm sorry, we have everything. We have everything. Yes, I'm grateful for tourism. Shout out to the resorts that are doing their thing. I've stayed at a resort here, at Sandals,
Oh, there you go.
Latak, and that was amazing. Thank you so much. But when I meet people like yourself, and I see what you're doing, and I see people on the street that are, man, if they're selling fish with such pride that I'm like, man, let me just buy some fish. You know what I mean? Because you just embody the mindset that there is absolutely nothing that I can't do. You're telling me I can't do it, I'll show you that I can. And I think about the young man that I met here, and he holds my ladder, and I get to hold his ladder, and he didn't want me to say his name, but I'm going to just say it for a second here. And I think about Kendrick Williams, and when I met him, and he had such a big vision, right? And I'm thinking, who is this kid? I thought he was a little kid. He was just so young looking. I said, he could be my son. But he dreamed, and when he dreamt, he would dream in color. And I wanted more of what he was putting out. I did. I'm like, what can I do to help you get to where you need to be? But God has a timing in everything, and what I'm learning is you can't get ahead of him. Sometimes you don't even walk with him. He carries you. But he's so expressive in his art, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that he did all of this, you know? So when you say I want other countries to, or leagues or teams to consider coming to St. Lucia, because we do have a lot to offer. We really, really do. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. I am so proud of you. I'm proud for you getting up every morning and doing exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm proud when you say, I don't know if I can take another step, but you take 10 more. I am so proud. I'm grateful to be in a country where people they love life. They really do. So, with that said, Sean, how can the last 30 seconds, how can the world, because I'm just big and bold and just godly enough to believe that there are people around the world that are watching this program right now, and they're looking to come to St. Lucia to do something in sports, tennis. How can people find you on all social media platforms?
Once you get to Tiger Tennis, we're on all platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Even on Twitter.
Tiger Tennis, all right?
Tiger Tennis, Tigers and Flow.
Tigers and Flow.
We're all over there.
All
right. We're not hard to find. And plus, if you really need to find us, we're in the heart of the city.
He's telling the truth too. Castries, man. Sean, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true. You got me in that happy place when I come to your court, dude. And thank you for tuning in to another live show with your girl, Tongie. Thank you for coming up to me and saying hello. Another lady asked me, is that your hair? Yes, it is. Anyway, I love you so very much. Don't forget to be kind and loving to yourselves. Thank you for letting me be a part of the tapestry of St. Lucia. Until next time, the Lord say the same and the creek don't rise. We'll be doing it again. Same time, same station. Thank you, Linda. Mwah. Bye. This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together.